Welcome back to another episode of the Higher Level Podcast. So tonight, back in the show, we have James Doolan, and sitting beside James Doolan we have Stevie McIntosh. Stevie, welcome back, mate.
How's it going, mate? You alright?
I'm good. I think you were on one of the first ones, weren't you?
It was the very first one.
Slightly different setup, mate, because I was doing the other side of things. It was a fucking shit show. So things have stepped up a wee bit since your last visit. So obviously wanted to get you on to chat. Obviously, made your return back at On Top, successful return.
Yep.
A while out there, a lot of frustrations. How nice was it just to get back in that cage?
It was really good, man. That's been a long 18 months. It was just one thing after another, like fucking handbrakes and opponents pulling out and like the whole China fiasco thing, which is probably a good thing I never got out there now, to be honest. But it was really good to get back in. It was short notice as well. I ended up being, it was Callum that was meant to fight the guy, but he obviously got the opportunity on Bellator, which was great for Callum, and obviously got the win, which was even better. So I filled in the guy. I think the guy had fought a welterweight. I didn't really know much about him, so I got the fight at 72, which is ideal for me because I think it was 3 weeks notice or something I had. I think I was about 83 kilo at the time, so it was like ideal, obviously. But I made the weight fine, to be honest. I probably would have made 70 in the end. It came off pretty quick, but it was good to get back in there and get a win and another finish. I didn't really know much about the guy, so I've kind of just went in there, just kind of went with what I had to do. But the guy was alright. He was pretty decent everywhere. He was actually regarding pretty well when it was on the ground, but I just felt like I had a really big advantage on him kind of everywhere. And obviously he gave me his neck and I took it. So
could see the pictures posted on was it you that posted the picture originally on Instagram?
Yeah, it was quite a good photo actually.
That was a good picture,
quite well. It was I knew right away when I had it. I was like, this is on like tight, and I actually never squeezed that long, which was weird. I only squeezed for like, I think I only had it on for about 3 seconds, and the guy went like out quite quick. Because I remember when I had it with Callum before in the gym, and I think I had it on for about 30 seconds, and then eventually like it just fucking dropped out and started foaming at the mouth. But that's just like what Callum was like, because Callum does this thing with his neck where he pretends he's getting choked. So he makes a noise, so you start squeezing and burn your arms out. So I'm like fucking squeezing, and I'm looking at James and I'm like, I think I've got this, and he's gone and I'm like,
I've never went out.
Enable her, Callum. And I was like, Callum,
shit, son's not right here.
Then I was fucking, he's like, you better let go. I let go, and he just dropped to the floor. I was like, fuck. He's just sitting there fucking foaming at the mouth.
Because I think you've said as well, I think you mentioned no many people get a choke on Callum. No. He's got a weird neck.
He's so hard to choke, it's unbelievable. That time was savage as well. Callum's feet was off the ground from it. Lifted him right up.
But I remember talking to Aidan Stephen, and Aidan Stephen, when he fought Callum at amateur, I had Callum's back and I had him in a full rein and I could choke, and he had it on for about 30 seconds. Callum was just sitting there like no budging, and Aidan was like, fuck it, and just left it. He was like, there's no point. He's like, I can't choke him. He's just one of the, he's got a weird design in the neck. Like, I've had full rein naked chokes on him, and like usually you get folk to tap maybe 5 to 10 seconds or whatever when it's on full. He lasts for like 30 seconds before he even thinks about tapping. He's just got even seen that in his fight when he was in that triangle. Like, a lot of folk would panic. Like, actually, he's been in triangles about 3 or 4 fights, like different. That boy Cunliffe had him in a triangle for a full round. Luke Ord had him in a triangle as well. And I can remember, because when he fought Luke Ord, me and Craig done his corner, and I was like, Callum, just stay safe. And Craig's going, no, punch. And I'm like, no. just punch it. But he's fine. He's just like, he's one of the guys you can't triangle him or like choke him or any chokes. But even like that armbar as well, like Callum's got no quitting him at all. He's one of the guys, I think you'd probably need to break his arm.
Probably helps your choke as well if you're practicing on his neck.
That's it. It went well.
So the time you obviously had out was, what was the frustrations like? Was there ever a point you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get back here?
I never ever really thought like that, to be honest. I always like said I'm going to, even like, I think I broke my hand. I kept rushing back. I think I maybe broke it 2 or 3 times. But it was mainly because I was rushing back, and mainly because I was probably not protecting my hands right with wraps, like no wrapping them properly. So I've got these new kind of winning hand wraps which seem to be working a treat now, touch wood, like. So there was never a doubt in my mind I was going to get back. I was like, I put too much into this to just be like, that's it. I'd rather go and like give it my best, and if it doesn't work out for me, it doesn't work out for me. But I wasn't going to like, unless my hand was completely smashed where I can't actually punch with it, then fair enough. But I never ever had that in my mind. I was always positive, and I was always training. I think I had a wee bit of worry thinking I'd maybe be rusty when I came back, because it's like 18 months, quite a long time.
Aye.
But honestly, I felt like I was so calm. Like I wasn't even nervous at all, or I was just like kind of natural going back in there, which was a good thing. But I think it's because I've been training so regularly. Even though when I had a broken hand, I was still training with one hand, and I was in all the time, and even just like getting moving about with guys, with like just obviously I couldn't punch my backhand and stuff. I still felt like it was alright. I was a wee bit off at the start. I think kind of distance was a wee bit off. He actually cracked me a decent right hand in the first round. I kind of got caught up in a fuck it, let's go kind of thing. But and then I kind of got in a clinch position. I just kind of thought I better just fucking no just going on a shootout here. So it was good, and I got to show a wee bit more my grappling side of my game off a wee bit. Got a bit more like kind of ground and pound stuff and that to show. But to be honest, in all my fights, I'm not really showing anything that I can do. So I'm just hoping I can get on some sort of stage at some point that I can actually show what I can do. Do you know what I mean? Like every time I've had a decent opportunity, I've just kind of had a bit of bad luck or whatever. But I'm positive that it'll all come good eventually. You just need to kind of wait for your opportunity. They always seem to come around, and I just need to be kind of keep myself fit and in the gym, and these opportunities will hopefully arise. So that's the plan anyway.
For your point of view as well, James, the time obviously he said it is. Would you see that time out for him being like he said, a chance to develop in other areas and grow as a martial artist as well?
He's got better everywhere, which is all you kind of want. I think he's definitely been frustrated with stuff because he'd had some opportunities there. Bellator had approached him before and he couldn't do it with an injury, and the EFC mob in Africa had been asking about him and stuff like that, and then even a couple of attempts at Cage Warriors had been in touch, and it's frustrating because the way that stuff is in the gym under Danny and Stevie, Ray, Stevie's like our next guy, ready to go, like ready to break through and get on that stage type of thing. So it's important for me that he gets to progress forward into these bigger shows and stuff like that. It keeps the kind of running order of the way I've got everything systemised. So after Stevie will be the next kind of pro guy and whatever. But he looked great. Like you couldn't have guessed he had 18 months out. He's been parts of every fight camp that we've had for the pro guys anyway during his time out, and he's progressed on working around about his injuries and stuff like that, and that's probably the best his top games looked. And then the submissions actually probably one of his kind of signature finishes. He lands that pretty much once or twice a week.
Yeah, I guess the other thing as well, the shows have been in touch. Obviously circumstances have dictated that you couldn't fight on them, but there's been interest there, so you've got to take something for that surely.
Well, that's the only kind of plus of it. It is frustrating, like, because you're just wanting that wee break and it to all go well, and it's kind of every time it's just, and I kind of got injured at a bad time, you know, so like when all the opportunities were arising, and if kind of other guys have kind of passed by and kind of jumped in and got good opportunities and stuff, but that's just the nature of the sport. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in me sitting crying about it. I either work hard or get on with it, or there's no point in me sitting crying about it. Do you know what I mean? So I feel all I need to do is keep fighting and keep winning. Do you know what I mean? As long as I can keep active, and I'm just hoping I'll get an opportunity on a big show. But if it doesn't happen next fight, it doesn't happen next fight. Do you know, I've been out that long now. I can't really be fussy. I just need to get fighting. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm just going to keep myself in shape and take whatever comes. Like, I'll just let James decide. Do you know what I mean? It's not really up to me. Obviously preferences would be to be on a big show, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Like, just need to keep fighting until I can get to where I want to get to. So see what happens next. Like, but
there's opportunity. Obviously right now we've got a bit of a
situation.
We've got an extremely big situation going now, so the fully MMA is kind of almost grinding to a halt.
Yep.
But I mean, there's nothing MD can do about that. That's just
that's no ideal. Like, there'll be more shows getting cancelled, I would imagine. I
mean, I don't know what you were like with this. About a week and a half ago, I was kind of just like, it's just. But then you start getting.
You see the videos of Benidorm and that, and everybody's getting shut down and that.
And you were saying, James, you were all right with it, and then you've spoke to, was it your doctor friend?
My best mate Paul's wife's a doctor, and then Paul's always pretty laid back and stuff like that, and pretty level headed. But then I spoke to him the day, and he was a wee bit spooked, and it's kind of spooked me a wee bit. But I've gave up reading stuff and watching stuff about it in the news and stuff, because I've not got a Scooby what's going on. One camp's kind of telling you it's nothing to worry about and it's just flu-like, and then the other camp's telling you everybody's doomed. So I've just been like, I'm just going to make sure the people running about me are good, and we'll have to deal with it as it comes.
Yeah.
I think the key thing is, I've stopped reading Facebook places like that, because it's fucking, you go for 1 minute going, that's alright, next minute you're like, right, maybe I should buy a hazmat suit. It's kind of that up and down.
Me and Jimmy have got to get these masks for going into Cage Warriors.
What's that look? Get replicas of Luke. That's got to be a weird one. Luke walking out with that mask. I've just actually thought of that. Him walking out with the mask. And I guess that's the other thing as well. Obviously, with Luke's fight being right there, and that's changing so quickly, you're just wondering. It looks all right now the way things are going, but you've just not got a clue what's going to happen. Obviously. We've seen what's happened with the UFC. We'll talk about that in a minute. They fought behind closed doors, which was weird.
It was like tough.
I weirdly enjoyed it though.
It was alright. It was pretty good for hearing the corners.
Aye.
But it was a bit weird. Kind of like kind of tough kind of set up, wasn't it? But that was pretty weird. But
and then London's obviously not quite officially canned, but effectively
it looks like
you're not going to have, because they travel, so Liam Edwards isn't going to be able to go over and fight Tyron Woodley.
No, that's it.
It looks like they were asking guys from that card to, if they had an American visa in place, if they wanted to go to America and fight, but they were also not getting guaranteed when they'd be able to return home and stuff like that. So it looks like they were saying to guys, you can come over and do this fight, but Christ knows when you'll be back to see your family, and you don't know what the hell's going on with your family when you're over here.
You get the sanitizer on the new?
You need to
you tried that new sanitizer? It's good. It's called Updog.
Must think of I think it's just mad. Everywhere seems to be shutting down, and
part for Cage Warriors.
Listen, I'm hoping Cage Warriors do it. It's obviously got to be weird for you, because we'll be watching it and we'll be hearing who's got to be cornering then. So
we're going down on Justin and Luke go Wednesday, I think, and then we go Thursday. But
so Justin's got a whole 24 hours looking after Luke.
Weight cut.
He's got to see our shift.
So
right,
but again, right now we're kind of playing that by ear as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that gets pulled as well. I don't know what the situation will be. We've got trains booked for Thursday, but whether we get down there and get to where we need to go is a different story.
I think getting back up the road, that's the main thing as well. Like, you don't know if you could just put everything at a halt, like the underground and all that take, because I think how they're trying to keep folk away from each other, and that's how you get about London.
And that doesn't seem like a good so they were saying like things like cruise ships and that as well, because it's all recycled air and everything. So, but hey, listen, the one thing you've got is you might not be able to see MMA fights, but listen, nip to your local Asda or Morrison's, you'll see a good cut of scraps.
It's all kicking off, isn't it? The baby milk section.
Aye, it's fucking mental, but it is like a film. I know, but people are obviously it is serious, because but you just don't know how serious it is. And obviously I think for any hardcore, any MMA fan really, the one they're really worrying about is Tony Khabib.
I know. That's a good fight.
I know, but
I know that. I mean, where's that meant to be happening? Where is that happening?
Brooklyn, but they were saying Apex Centre possibly. You imagine the talk.
Because they trying to move them out to Vegas or something. Is that what I heard?
Well, they've got the Apex Centre, I think, where they do the Contender Series.
Right, okay.
So I think they were moving it into there. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't complain if it done that, because I would love to hear the talk between Tony and Khabib in there. You know that's going to be good.
Tony would talk some shit at him.
And Khabib likes to talk during these fights as well.
It's an interesting fight, because I think Tony Ferguson's jiu-jitsu is really dangerous. Like, it's really unorthodox, that kind of 10th planet kind of style. I mean, I think he's probably still favouring Khabib to kind of get down and get grounded.
I think Khabib has to be the favourite,
but it's an interesting matchup, because he is quite weirdly awkward on the feet as well. Ferguson throws some mad shit, like he seems like his rhythm and that's all off, but it seems to catch people. And you've seen the photos he put up with his last 8 opponents or something like that. They're all cut up to he is dangerous.
He is. He's definitely dangerous, and I don't think a lot of guys get kind of caught with, they're not worried about the takedown. They kind of stops their offense on the feet. I don't know if Tony would be that type of guy, but if we get the fight though, that'll be
how many times has that been that cancelled? If that gets
which
5?
We've had it 4 times it's been pulled. This is the 5th time it's been booked. But I mean, we've had cables booting it, cancelling it, Tony phoning cables, and now a potential flu-like pandemic that's going on. But who knows, man? It's crazy. But we obviously did UFC Brazil at the weekend, which was behind closed doors.
Yep.
It turned out I didn't pay much attention to the card, but it was a
good
fun
card.
It was a really fun card.
The Oliveira fight was brilliant. His jiu-jitsu was ridiculous.
It's what I was impressed, especially with him on the feet as well, because he really started.
He started putting him on it.
He was putting on, and obviously the big thing as well is, if you look at the stats for guys that miss weight, it usually heavily favours them.
Yeah.
So
it looked like he was gassing a bit.
Well, could it be that he's just?
I think he was just defending, and it's probably I don't know.
He always gasses, I think.
He's a big dude. Like, he's a really big dude.
For that weight.
That's a miss weight twice now, so you probably go up.
Right, so he was 2.5 pounds in. The commissions have said no, can he make any more efforts? So obviously Oliveira took 30% of his purse, but
good day for him, eh?
But Oliveira as well, you forget how long he's been about, man. He has,
good.
And obviously he's coming for 45. He moved up, and he's on like a 7-fight win streak now after that one.
He looks better
against Kevin Lee. But I thought he really started. He was putting it on him in the feet.
His striking's got much better. I hung about him in Vegas. I think it was the Ultimate Fighter finale when I was there coaching, and he was one of the. I can't mind who he fought. I think he may have been Darren Cruikshank or something, but he was on that card, and I remember looking at him thinking he was massive for featherweight, and then seeing him kind of a week in the hotel training and stuff like that, and his jiu-jitsu, he's probably one of my favourite guys to watch just for his jiu-jitsu, but his striking's catching up with his jiu-jitsu now. Like he's putting that together now with that kind of pressure game coming forward, and he's trying to hurt people with every strike. So it's kind of pick your poison with him. If you hang off him, he's going to hit you with strikes, and if you try and wrestle with him, he's going to jump on your neck. And if you get him to the ground, he's going to chase every submission you can think of. He done some really cool stuff in that fight with leg lock stuff that we've not seen too much of. I've kind of been waiting on it coming.
Kevin Lee done a good job actually.
Kevin Lee's because he's at TriStar, the guys specialise in leg locks. They've got a lot of Danaher kind of proteges and stuff there, but he done a good job with not getting leg locked, but Oliveira used the leg locks to not get hit as well. If you watch them use them to sweep and take away any kind of ground and pound positions, which was really cool.
Because it must zap your energy as well, because when Kevin Lee obviously got him down, there is always danger. You can never be complacent, you can never leave an arm in. It just and I think that you don't get any rest with a guy like that, and that must be zapping for you as well.
I think his whole mentality is if you're not attacking, you're defending. So he just attacks all the time. Like as soon as his back hit the mat there, he was on looking for arms.
He was always safe as well. See, like getting ground and pounded for Kevin Lee. He was always safe. He always had a good distance, good frames, and then it was attack. Even with the leg lock stuff, he was just staying out of danger with not being able to get hit as well, which was pretty cool, because that Kevin Lee's a big dude, man. I wouldn't really want him on top of me.
No, would you think as well with Kevin Lee? Because it seems like sometimes in fights he's good when he's a hammer, but see when he starts coming under sort of pressure, it's just an observation. It almost feels like he
remember what he
crumbles
done
a bit.
Barboza to? Was it Barboza? He absolutely tooled.
Aye.
He went right through him. I couldn't believe that. He was getting the better of him on the feet. I couldn't believe it.
He is a bit of a bully. He's if you let him have his way, he looks world class, and then as soon as you give him a wee bit of resistance, you can see him crumbling a wee bit. That's what happened when he fought Ferguson. He beat Ferguson in the first round, and then Ferguson just kind of refused to go away and took over and subbed him.
Because I wonder what his next move will be, whether he'll stay at TriStar or move, because he has jumped.
I up saying he's got to take some time out. He had something up saying he's got to take some time out.
Aye, well, you wonder what's
a lot of folk will do that after a loss.
Aye,
he's all over the place or whatever.
It does seem like someone in his losses, he does seem to struggle under pressure, which obviously when you're fighting the top guys and guys that are like Oliveira, you're going to be under pressure, and you've got to get into deep waters. And if you want to be a UFC champion, that's it. You need to be physically gifted, and you need to have all the skills, but you need to have the mental side of it locked down as well.
I think that's where Khabib's unbelievable. I don't think you can break that guy at all.
Still trap him. I think by Tony as well, he's too crazy to be worried about anything.
He's a madman as well, isn't he?
We had another fun fight in the card as well. Obviously we had Damian Maia, arguably one of the best BJJ practitioners we've had in MMA. and then Gilbert Burns. But again, he is no slouch in the ground either.
Done well getting back to his feet, because usually when Maya gets fought down, there's no getting back up.
Did he know? No, I've only watched that fight once. He got his back at some point, and that's normally game over. Yep. That just shows how good Gilbert Burns is, and obviously on the feet he's explosive and looks to be getting better. I think he's a Henry Hoof guy, isn't he?
Aye. I kind of thought that fight would go that way. I thought Burns would knock him out, to be fair. I knew Burns, Maya does have the edge on the ground and stuff, but Burns is a much better athlete than at this point in time than Damien Maya. Super explosive and stuff like that. There's a clip here of him actually drilling that left hook in the warm-up room as well before he went out, just a wee hand fighting and looping the left hook over, and it was absolutely perfect.
Aye. But I know Maya complained slightly of the stoppage. What did you think? I think the stoppage was the right thing.
Mm-hmm. It was fair. I think it was fair. Like, Maya's been knocked out before and stuff like that as well, so
yeah.
He might have been able to wrestle up and stuff, but you'd rather have a quick stoppage with some of these guys than a late one, have the guy getting his head pummeled in.
He's probably better. I think no every fighter, I'm sure fighters wouldn't agree. I prefer the ref step man a wee bit early than a wee bit late.
I won the other week was weird. Did you see that one? Was it that Hulk guy?
Well, but I mean,
he was faking. It was like he was playing possum.
That's what fight was it? Peter Sell.
Peter Sell. Oh, when he went to cut his rib.
But that's a chance you take when you fake an injury, especially one where you're wobbling all over the place. I heard somebody explain, why would you not go to the ref and say, listen, just so you know, I'm going to do this.
But it's one of the ones, isn't it? He's obviously just went with that and then obviously tried to counter as he was coming in. But it did look like it was that good a fake that he actually looked like he was hurt bad. But it did look bad when he got stopped, and then he's like right away he's like, no, I'm fine, kind of thing. So
it wasn't good. But they're rebooking that fight, so that guy's a
weirdo, man. See when he went up and he's shouting folks' faces and that at the weigh-ins and that, he just put the heat right on him. Fuck it.
We'll see. Is he Romanian or?
He's Romanian. I think he was spending time at Fight Factory in France. I don't know where he is now.
No. He's done hopefully not in France. Talking about that one, we've not had a chance to talk about the obviously Whaley and Jędrzejczyk fight.
What a fight!
What a fight, man! It was incredible. It was good.
It was nuts, man, and I actually struggled scoring that one because I was that focused on it, and then when obviously Joanna's hematoma, I couldn't think of anything else because you see pictures of it and I'm like, is that how it actually looked, or is that Photoshop? And you're like, no, that
was the Facebook troll's dream, wasn't it?
They're
just trolling her. I feel so. That's the worst thing about fighting. As soon as you lose her, that folk are just trolling the life out of you. But that was what a fight, man. That was a great fight.
And it was you come off a fight that. What do you think in terms of the decision? I think that was a fight, and I've heard other people saying it that the judges couldn't really have got wrong, because you could. If Joanna won it, I don't think too many folk would have shouted robbery, and I think same the other way about with Lee winning.
I thought it was scored right. I scored it the way the judges did. I thought the damage to Joanna's face was to be a factor. Like when the strike stats were similar, I think the champion landed more head strikes. She got hit more at the body and the leg more, but the damage as a score as a part of the criteria for scoring, it's like damage, duration and dominance, I think it is. But you have to, if somebody's face is, or the shape of their head's changed shape in 25 minutes, it's a consequence of effect. So it has to be taken into account there. She was landing the more powerful shots. She looked more likely to finish the fight. I thought it was scored well. I'm surprised actually. Before it had picked Joanna to win, I thought it was a step up in level for the champion, and she done well. She came through it and stuff, but I think you're probably going to see that fight again. I hope they give him a wee bit of time to recover, because that type of fight takes a lot out of you.
I think 6 months she would
takes about 5 years off you.
That'll take. Do you think that 5th round sealed the deal, because Whaley looks strong in the 5th as well?
I think when she broke her nose with the left hook, it changed a wee bit. Joanna started going back a wee bit, and she wasn't pressuring quite as much, and that's on top of the alien head as well. But I think her coaches will go away, and she should be repping the left hook. Joanna's open to left hooks. That's how Rose got her. Anytime she's been in trouble, I think even the Polish girl, that Carolina, when they fought, the one shot she kind of buzzed her way was a left hook, or counter left hook. And Weili Zhang never really threw it that much, and when she did it, she never missed it when she did, but she should be throwing it a lot more. And then I had to fight pretty, like 2 rounds each, going into 5, and then the champion just came strong in the last round. But the damage definitely scored it for me in favour of the champion.
And it's actually a fun division. There's some good fights in there. Obviously you've got Tatiana Suarez, who looks like a monster, obviously with that wrestling, and then I know you've got Rose and Andrade fighting.
The girl that fought at the weekend, that Amanda Ribas as well, looked excellent.
It's good. I mean, that was, I said on our podcast, it was one of the best women's MMA fights.
One of the best fights.
But it's it's one of the best fights I've seen.
Yep. It's just definitely the best women's fight by some distance, but in actually terms of fighting, it was actually an amazing fight regardless.
It was just a really good fight to watch. The only downside was we then had to sit through Yoel.
That was horrendous.
And Stylebender. And what did you expect? What did you expect for that fight, first of all? Know what would go, but what were you expecting?
I thought it might have started like that. I didn't think it would be like that for 5 rounds. Like, I know they both would kind of be a bit scared of each other's power. Like Romero does that kind of weird thing when he just hangs off, and boom, explodes. But like, it was just so boring, man. Like, it was it was really bad to watch. I think it was kind of smart in a way for Adesanya. It's like a good, when you're at that level, it's no fair to say that, because every fight's not going to be amazing. It's hard to kind of keep, you want to keep the title at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? I can understand it, and sometimes when you get the belt, it does make you end up like that, because keeping the belt is more important than actually making exciting fights. But it was pretty bad to watch. But I mean, you do get fights like that sometimes, but I didn't expect that for the fight. I thought it might have started like that, but I thought there'd been in some action at some point. But it was getting to the point where the ref was actually calling them on at one point.
That's the type of fight where they should be using the yellow card for Pride. They used to have in Pride, like
hang off each other.
You get that. Remember, they used to get in Pride, you get the card and they'd dock 10% of your purse if they showed you the card. So they should be like,
to encourage the action, basically.
You better go. I'm starting to take money off you. Adesanya fought smart. You're going to get that with guys that it's quite common. Guys in the run to the title, they're super exciting, and they have those fights on the way up. And then as soon as it happened with GSP, and even John Jones, who if you look at his run to the belt, and then some of his defences you're just like, he's so. It's not like him. They get so focused on not losing, they forget about trying to win, and they destroy everybody on the way up, and then they get into this routine of, I need to win on points, or I need to be safe.
I mean, you could sort of see what Yoel was doing, and you get that Yoel. It's almost like there's these big breaks in his fights because he's that explosive. He's obviously not want to gas out. Doesn't use his wrestling. God knows why. And obviously Adesanya is predominantly a counter.
It's like he's powering up. It's like
it's like
powering up.
Like Dragon Ball Z, ready to explode. And
it looks like he's struggling for power by the looks at it.
But the one time I think it was the first round, Adesanya did engage early. He got caught, was it with an overhand left was it?
And you could see it. He's like, I can't take that. Adesanya's had been caught with that before in kickboxing fights as well. Of guys that technically is superior to, they're maybe just a wee bit more athletic and explosive. So he fought smart. He defended his belt. Like, he's going to get criticised for it, but he's went home with his belt and his faculties in check, and he's been paid.
Yeah. And I didn't get as Yoel was criticising him, saying he was running away, but that would imply that Yoel wasn't chasing. I mean, Yoel stood for, it was almost like 2 minutes. Just stood.
He'll not get another title shot.
No.
He should have been in there thinking, this is my last chance. I've not made it to that. He's been so close. You can argue the Whittaker fights and stuff.
Yeah.
He should have went in there and went, I'm going to go for it. And he's the type of guy, I think, if he came out the trap early and went for it, it's going to be a hard thing for people to survive. But he's aware that he's not got the gas for 20. I don't think he's got the gas for 15 minutes. Never mind 25. You could see him like taking the rounds off, and then you're just waiting. At some point he's going to go. At some point he's going to go, and it just never happened.
And Paulo Costa looks like he'll be. I mean, we won't see that type of fight with Paulo Costa. He's even with Romero. He will not take it. He just goes. Yeah. Is that the way to beat Adesanya? I think if you either all in or all out.
Let him find his rhythm, you're in trouble. I think
so. I think that's how Kelvin Gastelum had success against him. We talked about this before, but even the Italian guy who fought on the way up, just dragged him into a fight and done no bad against him. I can't mind the kid's name. Italian middleweight guy, but
Alexia Sicari or something.
That's the guy who used to be in it. Was it?
It's a younger boy.
Oh, right.
He might be at Rufus Sport now, but he just got in his face and actually done surprise. He never got stopped. I think he maybe won a round, but you can't let that guy dictate the range and get his rhythm and his timing, or he'll make you look.
And he's really big as well. He's like 6'4" and he's really rangy. Say guys that are quite big and rangy at the weight and that, it's staying on the outside with him is death in it.
That's pretty bad.
But obviously, if anybody's fighting you, Stevie, that's the best place for him to be. Just hang out there for a wee while.
And then throw spinning back for something.
Hang out there, hold this. It was a disappointing fight, but on the upside, I think the only saving grace was we did get to see the fight we did before it, so that kind of
balanced it a bit.
It stole the show.
Seeing that though, I think we had Adesanya saying that he would like to fight Jones. I think that would be a bad move after seeing that. I just think even size wise and that, I think Jones would manhandle him. For me, Jones is like one of the best martial artists out there. Like
I would say
a whole
Jones,
fighter.
Jones is closer to heavyweight, I think.
He would wrestle him as well.
He's smart.
Twice about no wrestling.
He finds a way to beat everybody. Like even McCormick, man, he was taking Cormier down. Like nobody really seen that coming. But Jones is a freak. He's a freak athlete.
I think Jones probably would yank me, because obviously Johnny Walker fought as well, and I think I know the hype train was there for Johnny Walker, but he's just
he makes so many basic mistakes. So like he's thrown mad shit. Like it's alright, it lands. It's like so low percentage of stuff he throws. Like it looks good if it comes off, but when you get somebody that's got half a brain, they're just gonna kind of do what happened to him. Do you know what I mean? And he looked like he gasped big time as well.
It just seems with Johnny Walker that if it's a guy who's got good grappling and it's got good striking and is willing to pressure and get in his face, he seems to struggle.
I don't want to talk bad about the guys. He lived in Scotland for a bit.
I heard the stories about Aberdeen.
He's a freak athlete. Like he's one of the most athletic guys in a division where there's some good athletes. He's probably been rushed, and then he's come out and had those quick wins, and they jump on the hype like that. They've done similar with Darren Till and stuff. And in that division, there's not a lot of good guys in that division, to be fair. It's probably the weakest division, that or heavyweight, in terms of skill level, which ironically you've got the best fighter in the sport at that weight class as well. But he's like a super freak athlete, and he's just got by so far on that athleticism. And you can see even before he got to the UFC, defensively, there's a lot of gaps there. He's fragile. Wrestling's not the best. He gets by on being big and strong. His grappling's not great. He was chucking up like blue belt level arm bars and triangles in that fight the weekend. I know he's went to TriStar and stuff. I actually don't think TriStar's a good fit for him. I think it's a really good fit for Kevin Lee. He's still working with his striking coach as well, a guy called Joey Cooper, who does his mitt work in his boxing. But I don't think that's the best camp for Johnny Walker. I don't know how many guys they've got that can match him for athleticism. And what I tend to find with him is when the guys can hang with him athletically, like which you've seen now, and they're technically better than him, they're beating him. Especially if they can't get everybody knows he's coming out hard and fast at the start with wild shit, and they're prepping for it, and when it doesn't work, he looked like a novice. After the exchanges, it's a weird one because he seems like a really likeable guy, and the boys I know for Aberdeen that had dealings with him says he was a really good guy, and he's away for the coach that was maybe exploiting him before and stuff like that. But he seems like he'd be a fun guy to hang about with and stuff. It's hard watching him like that because you're like, man, this guy has got so much potential as an athlete. He never gave in that fight, which was good. They could have taken out, which shows that he has got something in him that's a fighter. And I think if he just finds the right coach and the right team to work with, he'll need training partners. And I think that's maybe what's not at TriStar. And the system at TriStar, I don't think will suit him. We've got some experience with it. We send guys there, certain guys there. And like I say, I think Kevin Lee will get the best out of that because Kevin Lee's similar in a lot of ways to GSP was. Whereas Johnny Walker's nothing like anybody who's ever come out to TriStar before. They're also methodical and they've got a systematic approach to the game. And if you start making him fight like that, you'll wreck what makes him special, which is that craziness and trying to fly and shit. But he needs something to fall back on when that doesn't work. He needs a plan B, and he'll need to get the right kind of coach behind him. If he doesn't, he'll lose a couple more fights in the UFC. Will chop him, and he's probably a young guy who's at the game before he's ever really been in it, just because he came up dead fast with the knockouts. It can be a killer that coming through too, but it's not just that as well. It's where the working is today, but it's just confidence wise. I mean, a couple of losses, then that can shoot your confidence to hell, and whether you recovered that or no, especially with the way he's losing, with the knockout, and then just get manhandled there. I feel sorry for him sometimes when I see him. He looks like a really cool guy. He just needs somebody to give him some guidance. It'll take a big character to give him that. And I think he'll probably need a different style of coach for Faraz. I think he'll need somebody who's really hands-on with him, and he'll have to pretty much big brother him or treat him like a kid to get the best out of him. But I think the main thing is I think he needs to take a wee bit of time. Take his time and fix some stuff. Hopefully he's got enough money put aside that he could. Some of these guys might not have an option now with this daft virus, but a lot of them, they get in and he maybe fought 3 times in 6 months, and he's getting that check after check, and he's like, fuck, I'm making money here. And it gets addictive, that, and then but the wheels can fall off that really, really quick. But that's the thing with the UFC as well, is sometimes it's not a good thing to come in too early with push, because you can get cut for the UFC and you'll never get back. And maybe he was better suited to get in a few years rather than. He's one of the guys, if you watch him fight, you couldn't imagine somebody with that skill set at any other weight class. Like, you wouldn't see it with a welterweight or a featherweight or a lightweight, with the way he was moving and stuff like that. But he's definitely got something. So even if the UFC is smart, he could they were talking about him fighting John Jones a couple of months ago. He's got a star quality about him as well, because he is likeable and stuff. So if they're smart, they'll not book him for a bit, tell him to keep training, and then book him smart when he comes back, instead of feeding him to Krylov. Maybe not the hardest fight for him compared to coming off the Anderson fight, but there's some guys there that the blueprint for beating him is now there. So he needs to go away, and he's going to have to counteract that blueprint. So guys are going to come in with solid game plans how to deal with him. You just hope he takes the losses the right way and uses them to, like you say, improve his overall game. If he's got somebody guiding him, then he shouldn't. I don't think he's had that before. He's a fairly inexperienced coach when he got to the UFC and stuff. And then I don't know how much time he's had with Faraz, but if he gets his shit together, he could still do alright. He's still young. I think he's 27 or something. That's it. Time's on his side, and the heavier guys seem to get a bit more time as well. They seem to peak a bit later than the smaller guys. So hopefully, just need to see how it goes. Obviously, with Johnny Walker, see if he sticks around at TriStar or if he tries something else. He seems to move a bit pretty frequently. Where do you think? Because I was thinking, when we obviously spoke about this just online, and I was kind of thinking, I wonder if AKA would be a good fit for him, just for the type of team they've got there. And the type of bodies like Cormier and stuff like that. Where would you think would be the best fit for him? I would send him to Henry Hooft. For a couple of reasons. One, Henry Hoof's a big dude. He's also like he was a striker himself. He was a kickboxer. I think Henry Hoof's about 6'3". They've got a bunch of the Dutch guys go there, even if they're not MMA guys. The high level Dutch kickboxers do camps and stuff there. So he's never going to have a shortage of elite level strikers. He can fix his defensive frailties. He'll expand on what he's doing offensively, striking wise, and he tends to work well with hyper aggressive guys as well. Like we've talked about Gilbert Burns, what he's done with him, and he's got Usman there. If you look what he's done with Usman striking, coming from a wrestling background, but there's a bunch of guys there, Michael Johnson and stuff, that
his striking came on leaps and bounds.
All the guys are solid, fundamentally striking. And they're all pressure guys. I would send them there. The other gym I would maybe consider is Fortis MMA in Dallas. I think it's like an up and coming team. I think Paul Craig's maybe fighting a guy for there, and he's fought a boy for there.
Aye.
The Nigerian kid. So, but I think they've got about 6 or 7 light heavyweights at that team.
Aye.
So again, he's going to have all these training partners. They've got everybody in house with their striking coaches, their jiu-jitsu coaches and stuff, and they're one of these teams that's on the rise now, but they're not getting the attention they probably would have last year if it wasn't for the success of City Kickboxing. I think everybody would be talking about this Fortis MMA, but the people in the know about this gym. They're already talking about it, and people are starting to relocate there and stuff, which is usually a sign that they're doing something well. So I think one of the two, he needs somebody. He needs close knit. I think he needs somebody who'll be like not too many guys like the way American top team and stuff is. He needs somebody to be there from plan everything for him and whatever else.
Aye, perfect.
You always put him to that defence lab.
Imagine he went to defence lab and fucking ended up beating John Jones and that, and folk are like, fuck me, they were legit. They guys were ahead of the curve. Seeing everybody relocate to the defence lab.
There's a welterweight doing that, and now he's coached by Edmund Tarvarian, and he's killing everybody.
What's his name again?
I can't remember. It's a funny
Shabbat again.
Some strange name,
like that. He's fucking brilliant. He is class, man. But
that daft guy's in the corner.
Head movement. But right, guys, so what we'll do now is we're going to pop over to the phones. We're going to be speaking to former Cage Warriors welterweight champion, now signed with Bellator, Ross Houston. Ross, thank you very much for coming on the Higher Level podcast. We appreciate the time, mate. Obviously, a lot's been happening with yourself recently.
Yeah, cheers for having me. It's been a busy period, but I've not fought in a while. But the last month or so was busy just with getting shit sorted. Getting all bullshit out of the way and getting something like set in stone, signing with Bellator, and just being back on track really. So I'm happy.
That's it. And I mean, obviously, last time we seen you in action was, we can only be described as a bloodbath against Dalby. So I think after that fight, we thought we'd see you back in sooner. But what's it been like since then to signing with Bellator? How frustrating has things been behind the scenes? How's that been?
Yeah, to be honest, it was a weird. It was a weird one. Like after the fight, I just felt like. What's the word? Like emotionally with Cage Warriors, I just felt like that was me. I'd reached. Maybe I was hoping that I'd reach the end of them and I'd maybe step up, and I thought it was going to happen, and then it didn't. And then I couldn't get the motivation to fight for Cage Warriors again. I was like getting offered what I was getting offered, and I was getting some names, and just nothing really motivated me. And you know what? I was just like. I'm in a good position because I'm undefeated. I've got the belt, and I was hearing rumours of like offers that could potentially come in.
Yeah.
If I was a free agent, and I just sat down with my team, because they're the only ones that are really bothered about me. You hear about promotions talking about I want the best for fighters, but they don't really give a fuck. So I was just sitting down with my team who've been with me since the start, like Cam Cheng, my dad, and they're close to me, and. We just made, as long as we're moving forward with our career in terms of opponents, then we were happy, man. So we managed to eventually get out of Cage Warriors one way or another, and yeah, man. So it was a long haul, man, and it was just a case of like I don't know the saying. It's like I think there's a saying that goes around saying like when motivation fails, you got to rely on discipline. So it's just kind of like just discipline, turning up at the gym and just doing what I do, rather than kind of just saying, "Oh, screw it," waiting like 6 months till it was all sorted, then getting back in the gym. So I stayed active. I stayed active in the training and traveling and sparring and stuff. And I'm looking forward to getting back out there.
How good was that having the gym there? Is I guess like almost a distraction away from things because you're like you say, you're busy at the gym, you've got guys that are fighting out at the gym and you're travelling. So was it good to have the gym to fall back on?
Yeah, I guess so, to be honest, now you say it, because obviously you say I was working as like a mechanical setting, and I didn't have to be in the gym then. I don't know if it would have been any different, but obviously, you know, being like running the gym and just being a fighter and a teammate, everyone else had fights coming up, whether it was like jiu-jitsu sub-onlys or Thai fights or amateur guys, MMA fights, and obviously I was coaching, get people ready. So it kept me in the game, and it was good. If nothing else as well, it was good, probably longer than I wanted, but it was good to get a bit of recovery after fights, because obviously I had two heavy fights between like that Paterno fight and then Dalby, so it was good just to I feel like I was taking too much damage in that fight, so it's been good just to like work on some holes in my game.
Yeah, I guess you as well, coming off that Dalby. I mean, that Dalby fight was crazy.
It was a great fight. It was a brilliant fight, man.
It's I don't think MD's seen anything. Have any of you guys seen anything like that before?
No, but I thought right off the back of that they would have made that fight for the UFC again, just rematch it, because I thought such a good fight, and I thought it was a bit of a slap in the face, to be honest, to sign Dalby, like re-sign Dalby, and then not give Ross the opportunity. I thought he deserved it, especially with the Paterno fight. Was a great fight as well. Like they're all good for the fans. Do you know what I mean? Like for an MMA neutral, they were all great, exciting fights. So I thought that's what the UFC look for. So I thought, can I shoe in to get it, man? But that, at least you've got the Bellator contract. It's still cool. Do you know what I mean? Like that's still a massive promotion, man. I'm sure you'll do great things in that.
Yeah, it was like you say. Yeah, it was a tough one to take. I think that's just what made it hard. If we both didn't get signed, then I probably would have. Who knows what would have happened? You know, but.
That's probably what it is with the motivation, because of something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a slap in the face. Like you couldn't have really done any more in that fight.
Exactly, yeah. And it was just all the build up to it, and then obviously there was a bit of back and forth between us, and then you know, they went on about finishes. And I know myself, I need more finishes, but you know, there's sometimes no rhyme or reason, because I've heard there's like a generic thing where they're like, 2 more fights and 2 more finishes, and then you'll get there, but.
Easier said than done sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was thinking. They were like
fighting high level guys.
Yeah, they were like. So I would have thought if I stayed, I would have thought. I'm confident against anyone I'd go against him there, but I would have been against like Proctor or McKee, and like I believe I don't know if to beat him, but it's not like just go out and finish him. So what are they saying? If I went out and beat Proctor or McKee, but I didn't finish him, does that mean I need 2 more fights after that?
Just keep going until you get the finishes.
Yeah, I was like, what? Fucking hell, man.
I know, man.
I don't know what you can or can't say, Ross, so I don't want to put you in an awkward position of that, but do you feel, when they're telling you that 2 more fights again, do you feel if the right people are pushing you in the right places, you don't need 2 more fights, you could have went straight in?
Yeah, I always wonder. Like, obviously it depends. I had a lot of time off when I was thinking into it, and maybe like seeing things from a different eyes, and now I see promotions a bit differently now than I used to, and like we're in terms of like management, who's managing who's promoting who, and I think you see people get. Here's the thing: you get to see people getting signed. Like I think on UFC London card there was I don't know if it's still happening, but there was like the first fight in the prelims was 2 welterweights, and one of them was 13-0, and I was like, fair play, you know, but he hadn't finished someone, and he hadn't had to finish like 4 or 5 fights, and all of his opponents were like 2-0, 3-0 and all that, and I'm like, fucking hell.
You're fighting the top
what was I doing fighting these guys and getting my head kicked in? You know? And then the other guy was coming off a 2-fight loss streak, and I was like, come on, man, what? You know, neither of them were from Britain, so I was like, you know, I don't know. Here's what it is.
I think we would all agree. Promoters can be slightly shady, so they're not known for being upstanding, honest people all the time. Anyway, but ultimately, you left Cage Warriors. I know there was lots of offers here, so just tell us what made you go to Bellator? Was it just they made the most attractive offer for you?
Yeah, it was going to be 2 things. It was obviously, you know, people can say different things about, but obviously the financial thing has a massive impact on it. But also, like we were chatting to ONE FC and Bellator, they were the 2 main ones, to be honest. And with ONE FC, I like what they're doing, but it was so like obviously everything over here is like America and Europe, and it's all the Western world. I don't really have a clue what's going on over there. So they can match me against someone I've never heard of. They're probably a beast. And, you know, I just don't know. I don't know the crowd or the audience, or just it would have felt just.
The weight cutting thing's different there too, Ross, isn't it? You need to weigh in the same day, is that right?
Yeah, something like that. That's the other thing.
You need to jump up a weight class, probably, or two.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. It's kind of like I've had the success doing the weight cut and being big for welterweight.
Yeah.
And like that's the process I've had success with. So it's just that really. But then even with Bellator, the thing with Bellator, I didn't want to. Before we signed with them, my management, I spoke to them. I didn't want to sign and just be fighting like mid tier on like a Newcastle card or something like that. You know, because I didn't want to just kind of like, cause you see some of these Bellator cards and they're awesome cards and all that. But like you see, like you know, like someone like Lou Long, who's obviously a savage, and like I watched a show and he's fighting. I didn't even know he was fighting. You know, he was like maybe not getting as much promo. So
yeah.
When we signed with them, one of the things is they were going to put us on the big US cards. So I think you got like Bellator Europe and Bellator America. So that was one of the main reasons, obviously, alongside the financial thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to. We've got a name and a date, all going well with this whole virus thing. And I'm looking forward to it.
It's part of it as well when you look at some of the guys for the UK, or even like Chris Bungard for Scotland. There's a lot of guys that have had some good opportunities. Obviously, Chris got a great opportunity against Brent Primus. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him in that one. And then, I mean, Tim Wilde as well. He got an opportunity against Brent Primus. The former champion. That's a big shot for guys. When you see that Bellator are willing to give the UK guys these big spots, and obviously if you can get that out in America, was that in your thinking as well? Like the bigger the name, the better, really.
I seen you were wanting to pop at MVP.
Yeah, we saw that one. You know what? Why not, man?
That's it, man. Stylistically, it's quite a good fight as well, man. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good fight. It would be
big name as well.
It would be a different puzzle, don't you think? Because
yeah,
it's kind of like.
Oh, he's quite standoffish, yeah.
Yeah, he's standoffish, but I didn't like. I'd have to, like, it's kind of like, obviously not been fighting great people, but you can obviously tell we're all.
Yeah, he is good, man. He is good.
You know what I mean? But yeah, he's a big name, man. So I just went for the juggler and tried to get a bit hype, and whatever, man. So
yeah, good.
We'll see what happens.
There is some good fights in there though, like especially at welterweight as well, man. So a lot of cool fights.
Some killers.
That boy that beat Louis Long would be a good fight for you too, man. That'd be a good fight. Is it M Camp or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think he was in the UFC.
That would be a good one, man. To be honest, I think he's beatable, and he's obviously got the.
I don't think he's the biggest welterweight. He was at the UFC when I was doing cornering Stevie and Danny, and it wasn't like he looked like he could have been a lightweight, eh?
Yeah, I was kind of like watching ringside in that fight, but sometimes you know how it is. It's sometimes hard to tell when someone stands on the platform in the cage because they always look massive, don't they?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's the tallest. Maybe I'm not sure. Can't tell.
He looked good though. He looked really good in that fight.
Yeah, fair play, man. Because Lou Long, you know,
he's a beast, eh?
I've never fought him, but I'd imagine he's a strong fucker. And obviously he's big ass legs bigger than my waist, you know. So, fair play getting a finish against him. Like, but yeah, man, that'd be a good one. And what about you? When you getting in next?
Well, hopefully May time, man. I'd like to get on one of the bigger cards. Even like it could be good to get on a Bellator card or something like that. But it's just need to take my opportunity when they come, man. When they've came, I've always been injured or something's happened, man. I've just not had much luck. And I had that one on M1 Global, and then the boy pulled it on the Thursday, and I was meant to fly on the Monday. Was
that going to be in Russia? Was it?
No, that was in Shenzhen, China. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go now.
Oh, nightmare.
I know.
And the other thing for you, Ross, as well, is you went out to Dublin, and Bellator don't always do this when they're signing the UK guys. I mean, they announced you, they bring you out to the show, and they seem to put a bit of a push behind you. But I thought the other thing I was thinking as well is when I knew you'd sign with them, I'm just thinking, does this give us a better chance here at Bellator Glasgow?
I hope so. That's what we're all hoping for. there's plenty of talent. There's plenty of talent up here. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping they'll come up at some point. And obviously, there's a lot of guys signed. I'm hoping Callum's got to sell in there. Hopefully, at some point we can. He's not done sell any harm with his win as well. So, aye, man, there's plenty of talent up here.
It's a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight. Is that fair enough? It's alright with me. Like I can. It all goes well until they put me in front of the microphone and hear my accent. They're like, wait a minute.
You're no Scottish.
I'll just like stick to my Scottish flag emojis on Facebook.
But no,
nah, man. But there's some good guys, and yeah, it'd be good to see you on there as well. Man. I think you obviously got a good record and all that now. So
yeah,
if you're at a good stage, then that'll be you up there, you know.
Aye, definitely, man.
And that's it. And that's was that spoke about at all? Did you ever mention Glasgow to Bellator? It's something I know. I've put the question to David Green and stuff like that anytime I've been at a Bellator show. Is that something you'd quite like to do if you get an opportunity, say headline a Bellator Glasgow show?
Yeah, 100%. I'd like to fight in it, regardless of headline or not. And I don't know, because obviously they've got a lot of experienced people in them. But yeah, for sure. To be honest, you know, especially the guy who's someone like beat this next guy, then maybe I guess I'm sorry, I'm not fighting MVP. Get MVP, you know, that'd be a nice one. Or the end camp, yeah, that'd be class. To be honest, I'd love it. You know, it'd just be cool to be fighting back. Yeah, I just tripped down the A9 and managing to get some support, like for the guys who've been like travelling down to like Wales and London, Liverpool,
definitely sell it as well.
Yeah.
Because there's not been a UFC up here or that in a while as well, so like there's a big market for it up here.
And they're covering all their bases with the areas of Scotland they're signing guys from. Obviously Ross will get you up north, and then you've got the guys down here. You've got obviously hopefully Callum, Chris Bungard, Chris Duncan. So it looks good. It looks good at the moment.
Robert Whiteford as well.
I know. I don't. This is bad that I forget Robert. You know what I mean.
Whiteford's got a cool fight coming up, man.
Aye.
That's a great. Him and Saul Rogers. That's a great fight, man. That'll be a scrap and a half.
It'll be a good one. I've trained with Saul when I used to go down Manchester. He's deadly from that body lock. It's just kind of repetition, and almost like Khabib, pretty much. You know. Yeah. He's got and he's a good single leg, but obviously Whiteford's been there with the top guys, man. So that'll be a good scrap.
Aye, that will definitely be a good fight, man. Quite stylistically, quite reasonably similar, I think, with the.
Aye.
So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And Ross, you're doing well, obviously up at the gym as well. You've got some really good kids coming through. Obviously, one that stands out is Finlay Wright. He impressed me again and impressed me as well. Even between his interviews, for the first time interviewed him the second, he seems that he's maturing into himself and becoming confident in his skills. Yeah,
Finlay's class. He's come from, I get lost a little, but he's come from quite a high level kickboxing background. I think it's maybe it's like full contact kickboxing. It's hard to tell because sometimes you get people coming from these backgrounds and they're dog crap, you know. But then some of them can kind of like transfer it over well, man. He's a base as anything. His wrestling's good. He trains with a guy called Nico, who's based in Aberdeen. He's on the team GB wrestling squad. So this guy's like 6 jobs kilo. He like throws me around, man. So, you know, these top level wrestlers are just a different cream, you know.
I watched Ross. There was one of your lads fighting. It was one of the first fights. A big tall boy. He looked good, man.
Yeah.
Aye. He looked good, man. The guy fighting didn't look great, but it looked good, man. Like striking wise, he was really long and threw a lot of good shots. He was quite good selected. Like it was really like good selection of shots he was picking, man. He was like really calm as well. Was that his first fight?
Yeah, that was his first fight. You know, we're buzzing for him because his name's Ross Urquhart. He's only 18 years old. He's like...
Wait, he's 18?
Yeah, he's only 18.
Wow, man. That's cool.
This guy's like, he's something like 8-1 or 9-1 in K1, I think.
Is he?
He's got like a British K1 side.
Aye, he looked like he had a striking background, He looked pretty calm in that with the striking.
Yeah, he's class. He's been doing a lot of like one-to-one, because he's the same weight as me. I've been using him up to striking, and I invested a bit of time into him in like the grappling, the cage and all that. Not just real basic, like scrambling, getting back to your feet, defense, and we've just kind of like, he's just taken to it so quick. But this dude's like hard to take down now. He's hard to keep down. bad position escapes are good. And the thing about Rossi, like, he spars super, super light in the gym, and just everything's technical. But in fights, I've seen him, like, when he's defending K1 fights, he lands that cross on people, and it's like they've just been there. You see the shock on their face. They get put on their arms, and they're like, fucking hell.
He's really long.
He shows up on fight night, man. He's one to watch for sure, man.
I was quite impressed. But I didn't really actually see many of the fights, but that was one of the fights I seen, man. He looked really good.
Yeah, so like him and Finn are real coming up the ranks now, to be honest, man. That'd be good.
Yeah, both.
You like that? You getting all these boys kind of for scratch, Ross, and then like kind of coaching them up. So that'll be good for you. Like, see them doing well, eh?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've still got a good 2 years left, but it's tough, you know, because we haven't obviously we've got my jiu-jitsu coach Aidan McKenzie, and he's awesome. He takes jiu-jitsu. Then we've got Mitchell Collette, he takes the Muay Thai, but I'm still kind of like an active fighter and coach, you know. So it's kind of just like fight club's the right word, but you know, we kind of just work off each other, man. And but obviously once my fighting days are done, I'll look forward to work with these guys, man, and I can see them going to a high level.
Good.
And you've definitely got a while before the fighting days are done. You're just in with Bellator, and when you look at that welterweight division, there's some absolute killers in there. That must be an exciting prospect as well, that you get to potentially share the cage with these guys down the line, likes of the champion Lima, and obviously, as we says, MVP. So are you looking forward to the year ahead once everything hopefully blows over with this virus everyone's dealing with at the moment?
Yeah, I would maybe even if I could, be a tough ask, but even if I could squeeze like 3 fights in this year, even though you know, obviously this whole stuff going on now, that'll be class. But you know, it's kind of like the names are stupid. But that's the other thing that attracted me to Bellator, just because of the names, you know. And it's like, I think there's 2 types of people. It's kind of like I get excited about the potentially fighting these big names, you know, just to kind of test yourself against them. The way I look at it, it's kind of like, you see, like when you've got like say like Floyd Mayweather jumps in the gym, some people will kind of like say, oh, I'm not sparring with him because I'll get exposed, and then some people will want to get their arms on him because they want to just see where they're at and just test themselves, you know. So I'm like that. I just like to get in with these big names because I'm a believer that, like, I know it sounds like cheesy, you know, and like McGregor, but I just feel like I'm really mentally strong on fight night, and just 2 guys getting in there, both you're nervous, and it's kind of like it's just whoever wants it most, and like whoever performs best, you know. Yeah. Because I remember looking up to these people, some of these names. Let's say Dalby, for instance, years back. I remember how my mindset used to be, and I would have been beat before I even stepped in there just because of the name and his record. But now I'm like, I honestly don't care, and I'm just, you know, just because I know training with some of the top guys about it's just there's not always a lot in it, you know. It's just doing a few things better than other people, a few bits right, a few bits wrong, and all that. And I'm just looking forward to it, man. Especially Lee, man. Like obviously, I've got my eyes set on him for whenever the time comes. You know, that's the goal. But I love watching him fight as well, man. The dude's a savage. Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Just going back to that mentality, Ross. Does that come natural to you? Do you work with like a sports psychologist, or do you read that stuff, or is that just some guys that just comes pretty organically? They just end up with that mindset.
I think it gradually came, James. Like, because I remember at amateur, I was losing. I lost some fights and against guys I knew I could have beat, and I don't know what it was. And then I don't know. I think
you just matured, didn't you? Maybe.
I think so. You know, like I worked with since that Derby fight. Just because someone messaged me, like I don't feel like. Just because it was someone's messaging me saying, "Oh, do you want to do some one-on-one work?" There's someone I'm working with now, but even before, I think it just came naturally, like you say. I think I worried too much about what people thought before, and now I'm kind of like,
it sounds natural when you're talking about it. It sounds like it's a natural thing. A lot of guys talk about it, and you can tell they're just reciting shit, and it's forced. Yeah. But when you say it, like I believe it. Do you know what I mean? Like
it's on. Pretty cool. It's like one of the things, like when I was young and I was my first fight down like near Birmingham and all that. I remember I was like I was worried about what my mates thought about like the fight, either win or loss. You know, people like, oh, Ross is fighting this and that, and I'd perform crap. But then after years went by, and I'm like, hold on a minute, you know, I'm still doing this. No one's forcing me to do it. You know, these people I started off training with aren't doing it anymore, and we're still here. So let's just get in there, man. And it just, I think when because I quit my job offshore and then decided to give a crack at it pro and do full-time training. And I said I'll get on after like 3 fights, and if I'm doing shit, then I'll pack it in, man. And just kind of like I put a bit more dedication into it, and it just strung together. I think like once you get a win, it's like it's what's the word? It's kind of like a domino effect as well. So maybe each fight and win was growing with confidence as well. But yeah, it's a strange on the old head. Like,
now we were talking earlier. It's such the mental part of the game is such a big part. You have to have that lockdown. We were discussing it with Kevin Lee, who sometimes in fights when things don't go his way, he seems to crumble. So that mental side of the game is massively important, and it seems like a side you've got in place.
You can see it sometimes when you're watching fights. You're like, they didn't want to be there. But you can see it in people like that, and it starts getting like that. You're probably better not actually getting in there at all, because it's not a place you want to be if you're not want to be there.
Yeah, you see it in local shows all the time. You see guys almost giving the submission away or looking to get put in it. Yeah. But obviously, Ross, you're certainly not one of those guys. We're really excited to see you back in the Bellator cage. Hopefully, it won't be too long until you're in there doing your thing, because it has been a while. So obviously, let us know once you've got something once you can release something. Let us know. I'm excited to see you in the future, and I'm sure you're excited to get in there and fight under the Bellator banner.
Yeah, man, for sure. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to getting back in there, getting it done, and I'll need to, James, come down and get some training with you guys, because I've been saying it for years, but it'd be cool to get some work in, if possible.
Yeah, man, anytime, that'd be cool.
Awesome.
Ross, listen, thanks very much for giving us some time to coming on the show, and obviously don't be a stranger. You're welcome to come back anytime, but we appreciate it. Thanks very much, mate.
Awesome. Cheers for having me, guys.
All the best, man.
Bye, mate.
Well, that's us for the Higher Level podcast. Once again, obviously, Stevie, thanks for coming on the show.
Anytime.
Like I say, the setup's a bit better than it was this time. And obviously, James, always appreciate you coming on and chatting with us. And listen, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, we appreciate it. And the only thing I ask you to do is pop over to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, and any comments you have, fire them in there. And obviously, go to the gym's Facebook page again, just like, and you can leave any comments here as well. We appreciate it.